I hope you're having a great day. Today I'm going to be showing you around a 1970 Mach 1 R Code. It's a factory 428 Cobra Jet car backed by a C6 automatic, finished in its original color combination. This is how this car was born. It has since been restored. It is a Texas car and it's quite lovely. The bright work looks awesome. What I'm talking about is the trim around the grille, the bumper. It's nice and bright, it's straight, it fits very, very well. The grille is in excellent condition. The fog lamps in the grille look mighty nice. We've got some new but factory fitting Hella lamps. You ought to be able to drive this thing at night and see what's in front of you. From the factory, this was born with the black hood stripe. It's laid on correctly and looks fabulous wrapped around that R Code shaker hood. In 70, they went away from the traditional style hood pins, and we got these trick little guys. Push down a bit and give them a twist, and they will break free. Normal hood release right under the nose of the hood. Smooth action on the hood, and if I haven't said it yet, now you know. This car is loaded up. What you see is how she came, with the exception of a modern compressor, but it was factory born, an AC car with power steering and power disc brakes. That's the holy trinity, we call it. Everything you could ever dream of, this car had. And to boot, it's still wearing its original smog equipment. Usually everyone throws this away on day one. Still has the original air pump down there. And it's good to see the right hoses, the right clamps. We've got an Autolite battery topper on there, keeping the theme true. Underside of the hood, it shows in nice condition, nice and detailed underneath here. Good looking condenser, radiator looks good. It's got a fixed fan on there. Makes sense, you want this thing pulling air through that condenser and radiator at all times. Seals up quite nice. And the gaps on this car are sharp. The hood fits good into the fender. The paint going down the side of this car is just glossy and deep. We're riding on a set of Mag 500 wheels wrapped in BFG radial TAs. It's that nice raised white letter look going on. It's a 245/60 R14. Got the correct Mustang badging and the Mach 1 body side molding. Adds quite a bit of attitude to these cars and almost makes them look like they're going fast when they're sitting still. This is a dual sport mirror car. Good gaps from door to quarter. Quarter is nice and straight, free of any waves. This one does have the louvers and the rear deck spoiler. Also, just adding to the toughness. If you take a step out back, you see we got some stainless steel exhaust tips. That's a 4-inch oval tip, looking tough as well. And in 1970, they got this nice honeycomb tail panel inlay, which looks very cool. These cars have a lot of sweet stuff happening for them. All right, smooth action on the trunk. And I got a handful of things to share with you. One, this Elite Marti report breaks down all the options this car has. It even tells us that it's one of only 8 ever to be built quite like it. These are limited cars with the 428 Cobra Jet to begin with, and you break down all the options, and it's a very small pool. That also lets us know our original equipment, like power disc brakes, power steering, and air conditioning. Also, you see it's factory red over black, R Code. It's got all going on. With the car is a factory style radio, an old school Ford radio. You'll see in a moment it now has an upgraded head unit. And over here we have the original invoice. Kind of crazy, this is still with the car, and the original MSRP was $37.78. How about that? We do have a bit of paper with some receipts with the car. I know there's a receipt for an engine rebuild in 2016. Additionally, it's got a full-size spare with it. I'll show you this closing up. Just what it should be. That deck lid fits wonderfully. Going down the passenger side, paint looks great. The lines look awesome. I do see a stone chip that's been touched up right there on the quarter. Gaps are good. The finish on the chrome's lovely. Dual sport mirror car, like I already mentioned. This thing's clean. Moving on to the interior. All right, the door opens wonderfully. Have the original VIN sticker still present. Looks like newer seals. I reckon this is a new replacement door card as well. Sill plates look to be in good condition. Do note we have the speaker in the doors as well. High back black bucket seats look wonderful. The carpet looks new. This rim blow steering wheel is in excellent shape. I think this may be original. Just one tiny crack at the top, but hardly notice it. And moving on to our instruments. We've got a speedo that runs up to 120 miles per hour. We have 74,500 miles on the clock. And we have some gauges for coolant temp, oil pressure, as well as the amp meter reading. Given this is a factory air car, we get these groovy vents in here, which help push that air wherever you want it to go. Below that, we have a factory fitted but modern radio. This is a custom auto sound head unit. We'll show you that playing. And below we have our factory AC controls. Ashtray underneath here, stock T-handle on the C6 automatic. All the wood grain is in really good shape. Not much going on inside the glove box. Got a manual for that radio. Analog clock in the dash. Very cool touch. However, this is currently inoperable. Factory glove box. Dash pad looks to be new and is in great shape. The visors up above us look wonderful. Looking out back, the rear seat cover is in great shape. The factory deluxe belts are still present and believed to be original. The inner cards, these look to be newer and they're in wonderful condition. Sail panels look nice and tight. All the molding wrapping underneath that rear glass looks good. The rubber itself going around the glass looks awesome. Moving up to the headliner, I have no complaints here. The headliner looks like that was redone. It looks very nice. Overall, this interior is in really good shape. I think they kept the really nice original pieces, like the steering wheel, for example. However, they replaced whatever had excessive wear, like the door cards, the seat covers, the carpet. It makes perfect sense to me, and I like it. This car still has some of its original soul, if you will. Got the Bluetooth radio in here, easy to pair to, plays nice out the speakers, and this motor's just running like a top. Very happy to come to life. Hot or cold, it starts up awesome. Indicator lights up on the dash, if you can see that over there. Cancels as she should as well. We just shifted into second gear seamlessly. This thing feels great. There's third, and we're cruising 40 like it's nothing. Got our AC controls down here. I heard the compressor hit. Let's see if this will cool down. Oh yeah, good stuff there. Brakes feel awesome. All the gauges are operating as they should. Speedo seems accurate, running smooth. The odometer's turning over. Coolant temp is just starting to warm up. Heck yeah, heading into the turn here. We'll load up the suspension a bit. Nothing's clunking or shifting out of place. Feels good and tight. Wow. Dang. Well, kick down cable's working as it should, and this thing's running strong. All right, coming to the turn, carrying a bit of speed, going left now. Everything still feels really nice and tight. This is a good car. It was restored a few years back, and it's been enjoyed. But I think that is a good thing for this car, because it feels so well sorted. It feels like a good broken in baseball mitt, or like a well-traveled pair of boots that you love. I thought you should know, if you want to see close-ups of any of the paper I showed you in the trunk, check out the link in the description. Forget just the paper. We'll have pictures all around this car, pictures up underneath it. We really try to do a thorough job to get you familiar from afar. So be sure to check out that link down in the description. It'll take you over to view all that on our website. We'll also have a breakdown of what this car is, where it's been, and what we've done as our time as caretakers. Lastly, down there, you'll also see our phone number and email. It's a great way to get a hold of us to have a chat about this car, potentially about your possible trade-in, or hey, maybe we're gonna ship this to you, or you're interested in knowing about our financing options, whatever it may be. The number is 248-714-2110. And our email is simple, it's inquiry@LaFontaineClassicCars.com. It'll be on the screen and I'll put it right down there for you. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, like this video, I'd appreciate that. And if you wanna be in tune with our latest arrivals, I recommend everyone to do this. A lot of these cars leave us just as quick as they get to us, and YouTube gets them first, and they get them with that subscribe button. Click on it, it's free to do, and that way YouTube will start laying our videos down in front of you without you having to go digging through a rabbit hole. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks.